Welcome back to another Sunday School Bible class. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're on a lesson entitled, The Love of Money. We have been learning about the teachings of the Bible. We learned what Jesus has taught us about different subjects, but today we are going to learn what he taught about money and possessions. The Bible says, the love of money is the root of all evil. It does not say that money is the root of all evil, but the love of money is the root of all evil. When a person loves money so much, they are greedy. That is, they are never satisfied with the money they have. They always want more. Money does not cause evil, but people cause evil when they love money so much that they will break God's commandments to get it. Greedy people love money more than other people, and they hurt others in order to get it. When they hurt people, they are causing suffering in the world. In fact, much of the suffering in this world is caused by greed, and in this lesson we will show you how. The reason we are teaching you about this is because we don't want you to become greedy. One of the ways greedy people cause evil is by getting people hooked or addicted to substances like drugs, cigarettes, or alcohol that enslave them, as we discussed in a previous lesson. Greedy people also steal property from others. They can break into a person's home and steal things like jewelry, money, electronics, or sometimes they will break into cars and steal anything left in the car or the entire car. As people become greedier, they get even more evil and do even more harm to people. Soon, this greed will become a way of life for these greedy people, and they begin to plan and think about how they can steal lots of money. People will shoplift or even rob banks to try to get more money, sometimes hurting or even killing innocent people. Even some people in positions of authority can cause evil because some of them are greedy. Take, for example, a judge who is supposed to punish people who commit crimes. If the criminal has a lot of money, he can pay the greedy judge, and the greedy judge will not give the punishment. This is called bribery. Criminals who do not get punished are free to commit more crimes and cause more suffering. The judge that sets the criminal free is not being fair, and therefore we say he is corrupt. Corruption is caused by greed and causes more evil in the world. To understand another form of greed, we have to look at people who do not share with others. There are places in this world where people are very poor. Some people do not have enough to live. They do not have enough food, water, heat, clothing, medicine, or health care. They do not have protection from the weather or from other people who would hurt them. Yet despite all these needs, there are some very wealthy people who will not share what they have with these poor people to help them. Jesus once told a group of people a true story about two men, one rich and one poor. He said that the rich man ate well every day and was dressed in the finest clothing. But outside his house was a poor man named Lazarus who was full of sores and only wanted the scraps from the rich man's table. The rich man never shared his wealth with Lazarus or did anything to help him. Eventually, Lazarus died and was carried by the angels to paradise to be with Abraham. The rich man also died and went to a place of torment. Jesus was warning all of us not to be greedy, but to share by telling us this true story. In today's world, there are some businesses that have developed medicines that can cure diseases and help people. However, these businesses, some of them, will charge such high prices that the poor sick people cannot afford to buy the medicine, so many poor suffer. These businesses do not care about these poor people. All they care about is being rich because they are greedy. Another example of greed is when bosses don't pay their workers the money they deserve for the work they do. The boss is keeping the money that he should be giving to his workers. Lying about anything that you sell or will do for people is called cheating people, and it is another form of greed. For example, tricking people into buying something that does not work right is a form of cheating that is caused by greed. Anyone who does this is hurting people because they are taking their hard-earned money from them and giving them junk instead of what they need. Charging people too much for what they need also causes suffering. For example, people need to stay warm in the winter, so they need heating oil. Some oil companies charge so much money that people cannot buy the oil to stay warm. So they are cheating people because they love money more than they love people. The ultimate world problem from greed is war. War is when one nation or group of people invades or attacks another nation or group of people. This usually happens because one nation or group is greedy and wants what the other nation or group has, such as oil, diamonds, or other valuable things. Sometimes they will even attack or invade a country that has the ability to grow lots of food or has lots of fresh water. Wars cause many innocent people to die and many to get hurt. Many more to lose their homes, leaving them with no food, water, or communication. They are totally helpless. These are only some of the sorrows that greed causes in the world. So now you know why there is so much trouble in the world. It is all because of greed, that is, wanting more money. Truly, the Bible is right. The love of money is the root of all evil. So, will you choose to love God more than money? Or will you choose to love money more than God? Remember, if you love money more than God, you will probably come to do some of the very things we just talked about, and you will be one of those people who causes the world to experience more suffering. Make up in your mind not to be greedy, and you will be a good person. See you next time. Bye-bye.